Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. To be happy and to become happy, there is a basic difference. To be happy means there is, are you hearing me?
No.
Now you hear me? More than required. To be happy means we are happy for no reason, just like that. That is the meaning of to be happy. And to become happy, we struggle. And after the struggle is over, then we have to somehow compromise, saying that I am really happy. See? So, to be happy is a life where there are no efforts. Wherever there are efforts, we are abnormal. See? For example, a person who is hard of hearing, he will be sitting in the satsang and put lot of efforts to listen, to hear, to listen. And after some time, gets tired. Then switch off. After the lecture is over, Swamiji, you really spoke very well. What did I say? That's a different issue. Now why this comes? Why the tiredness comes in life? We all say, I am tired of life. The world is too much for me. All these things come because our life is full of efforts, efforts, efforts. It is not a glide into a real beauty of life. We are struggling. And what is our struggle? We are struggling to achieve something. We are struggling to prove something. And we are struggling to prove something to somebody so that we have achieved something in life. It is here we become most miserable. See, friends, to be happy means to be at home. But actually, when I am at home, Swamiji, I am the most miserable one. How do you say to be happy means to be at home? Whenever I am outside the home, I am happy. Because the moment I come home, I have to again start. You have come very good. The dishwasher is to be emptied. The clothes are to be put for washing. How can you be at home? See, friends. Therefore, to be happy means to be at home. To be at home means to be at peace with oneself. And if we are at peace with oneself, we are at peace with the whole world. See, what is the reason that the great masters live in this world, move through all terrains and all climates, and yet they are at peace? Because basically they are at peace with themselves. Okay. And when we are at peace with ourselves, then we don't depend on anything outside. Something is there, wonderful. Something is not there, super wonderful. See? And this is a very simple way to lead life. See, my lifestyle, I'll tell you why I am happy. I don't become happy, I am happy. Like the other day, one girl told me in USA, Her mother brought, the woolen things for me. It was suddenly snowing. So we went to a mall, got a overcoat and a cap and the gloves and the shoes. And with that, I entered the house. The girl said, Swamiji, you look damn cute. I said, shut up. I don't look cute. I am cute. So I don't have to become happy. See? So when you are at peace with yourself, you are happy, then you will never struggle in life. And when you don't struggle in life, then there is no sweating. See? The sweat is at different levels. The first sweat that we all know is at the physical level. See? Constantly. That is the physical sweating that we know. It stings. The second sweating is at the mental level. What is the mental sweating? Mental sweating is on every issue we become emotional, we become sentimental. Every issue. See? Such people, you just touch them and tears start coming out. That is mental sweating. The third one is the intellectual sweating. What is intellectual sweating? I am a self-made person. See? Then I. And whenever we sweat, we stink. See, friends. And therefore our life is full of perspiration and zero of inspiration. See? And therefore we talk the language. I am going to retire from life. Then what will you do? See, in India there is one virus, VRS, Voluntary Retirement Scheme. It's called as VRS, it's a virus. And those who are infected by that virus, they get retirement from the government or the job and then sit at home. And then what they do? They eat the head of the wife. And that is why they starve. In emptiness you can't feel yourself. And there is no other topic except खाने को क्या है, खाने को क्या है. No other topic. Because we are not kept occupied. So to be happy means now next step. First, we have to keep ourselves occupied. All those who have got excess time at their disposal, they suffer the most. Lesser the time we have at our disposal, happier we are. Look at the children. They have no time for anything. Have you seen a child depressed? And have you seen a grown-up man happy? Now what is the difference? The difference is the child doesn't have time, doesn't matter what he does. And the old man has 24 hours to live every day. See? Therefore, to transcend the limitation of time, we have to keep ourselves busy. That's the only way. So what is to be done? There was one couple in Guwahati, Assam, and they were from Karnataka, Mr. and Mrs. Rao. Now both are not there, by God's grace. So I used to go to their house whenever I used to go that area. So I will phone them, Mama, I am coming. Yes, Swamiji, your Rava dosha is ready. And she was a very good cook. Only 2 of them, no children. And whenever I have gone to their house, I have seen something different. So one day I asked, I said, Mama, do you have different sets of wall hangings in your house? She was, Mama, I can't imagine. Why did you ask this question? I said, every time I have come, I have seen. You have got a different theme in the wall hangings. Even the curtain, the color, the wall hangings, everything is different every time I have come. He said, Swamiji, sit down, I'll tell you. Then she said, Swamiji, I enjoy decorating my house. It doesn't matter what passion we have. We have to be passionate in life. So when we are dealing with the world, we have to be passionate. And when we have passion, then we are fully involved. See. But when we have passion, then there is a problem. We are not only involved, but buried under that passion. To help ourselves to be involved passionately and not come under the influence of the passion, we require dispassion. Be very attentive. Passionately we involve in the world, but in the heart there is dispassion. So with the karma, with the activity, we keep ourselves occupied, not because anybody is going to be benefited, not because the world wants us. It is our need. See, friends, when we recognize this principle, see, whatever we do in this world, the world does not need us. When we were not in this world, nothing was lacking. See, I had told somewhere this thing which happened in Bombay. One Sindhi gentleman, he asked me this question. Swamiji, last 3-4 months I am having some funny kind of fear. Old man, about 75-80 not all, used to come for the lectures. And he said, I am having a fear these days. I said, never mind. Think of your wife, all fear will disappear. Can there be more fearful thing than that? Swamiji, the fear is that if I die, what will happen to my wife, to my children, to my business, to my property? That is the fear I have. I don't know how to overcome that. I said, very simple technique, man. What is that? Go and ask them. Then what will happen? They will tell, Papa, we are waiting. We only have this notion what will happen to the world when I die. Everybody is waiting. Jata bhi nahi. See? In a Gujarati family, I was called for dinner. I don't visit the houses without the dinner invitation. So, when I went there, I had my food and all that. And people don't give anything free. Like the Americans, there is nothing like free dinner. So after the dinner was over, then they said, Swamiji, our Dadi Ma is in the next room. Please bless her. She is not well. So that is our profession, you know. I said, okay. I entered professionally. And she was lying in the bed, and there was one very nice nurse standing, something better to look at least. And she was there with all the tubes hanging here and there, and she was in coma. Then I asked that, because that lady I can't talk, so I talked to the nurse. I said, hey Amma, how is she? Swamiji, she is in coma. For how many days? 6 months. Are you getting your salary pay properly? Yes, that's good. Now I can't ask about that old lady, I have to ask about her welfare. Because she has to be given farewell. What is there to ask? And when I was talking to her, then you know the people from the home, they came. When they came, immediately I changed my mood. I took the hand of that old lady, covered it with my hand, and I kissed my hand. You can't imagine that, you know, dilapidated, dry, dehydrated, twig type of hand. You can't kiss that. So I didn't. I am a very good actor. Nobody can ask Swamiji, what are you telling? Nothing. This is the blessing, Blessing in disguise. So, I finished that drama and then put the hat on. Came out. Nobody can ask me, Swamiji, what blessing you have given. So after that, everything was over. Third or fourth day, that man came for my lecture and he said, Swamiji, do you remember you came to my house? I said, I have forgotten God. Where will I remember human beings? No, you came, that our Dadima was ill, in coma, and you went and you blessed her. Oh God, my heart started coming out and going in. Now what happened? If she survived, he will kill me. And if she died, that means my blessings are killing. See, now what blessing can you give to a person who is in coma? Die. Or don't die. Therefore I didn't say anything. Simply drama ho gaya. Then he said, Swamiji, by your blessings, we could not see her pains. God has relieved her. I said, a person who is in coma is never in pain. Those who are not in coma, they are in pain. Every day you have to pay 5,000 rupees and this lady is not dying. All the money that was saved was only going in that nurse, and she is also doing nothing, waiting for her to die. The nurse's prayer will be, Amma, continue. See, friends. Therefore, please remember this principle. In this world, all that we do is our need. The world doesn't need us. And when you do something because it is your need, your approach and your expression is totally different. See, the best example I can give, and I have given it 2-3 places, is this. When you are going through the immigration and you are standing before that, person with the dress, uniform and all, and security there. That time, observe your own behavior. Because your need. If he says, get back, then? Think, friends, we perform the best when we recognize it is our need. On the contrary, when we give something to a beggar, what is our understanding? The beggar needs money from us. Therefore, hey, take it and go from here. I have given you. See, friends, once I was traveling from Ranchi to Calcutta, and when the train was just to start, there was one gentleman who was coming for the lecture but never spoke one word to me. He was coming. And when I got into the train, he also got. So I simply looked at him. He never talked to me. Why should I initiate? Maunam Vyakhya. And when I went and sat in my berth, he said, Swamiji, this is for you. A fat bundle of 10,000 rupees he gave me. I said, no, I don't need. I have got a ticket. Somebody will come to pick me up. Please take it. I don't need it. Swamiji, you don't need it. I know. It is my need that I have to give you. See the difference? Please understand this point. When we give something to somebody that will help him, then you become superior. And the one to whom we give becomes inferior. That is not a charity. So when this man said, I know you don't need it, it is my need to give. In the same manner, whatever we do in our life, we have to be very precisely clear. The world doesn't need any one of us. See? It is our need. Now with this understanding, when we deal with the people, see, There was one Marwadi lady. Her husband was a drunkard. And whenever he is to come home, some servant will bring him or some friend and like that. And this lady from a very good family, from a very rich family, when this man comes home, he is put on the bed, she will remove his shoes, socks, and loosen his belt and put a nice quilt and put him to sleep. And some of her friend in my satsang, they told Swamiji, she is such a nice one, she does so much for the husband. I said, Amma, comment, this is about you, I have nothing to say. You know what she said? She said, Swamiji, it is this time that he needs me. See the difference? If this time I am available to him, then only my purpose of being his wife is right. But normally what happens? We feel because of us the world is moving. No, it is our need. And with that attitude, when we start doing everything in this world, we are doing everything happily. And whenever we do anything happily, we have no opportunity to become miserable. And when we have not become miserable, there is no need to become happy. Therefore, being happy is different from becoming happy. See, in one school, they have called me for a lecture. I told them I am not well, I will not come. No, Swamiji, we have already announced, please don't say no. I said, okay, I will. I said, keep only one group of students, 10th, 9th, 11th, one group. So I can talk to them. Don't worry, Swamiji. I said, okay, I don't worry. And when I went, the whole school was sitting there. Starting from KG1, KG2, and then the primary one, the middle school, the high school. So from KG1 up to the 12th standard. In one big, ground, and I was supposed to talk to them in their assembly area. And see the audience. This side I look, they are KG1, KG2. In this middle class, I look at them. And these higher classes, 10th, 11th. Now I have to address this kind of heterogeneous audience. So when I say, therefore we have to. Now, how can you talk to those who are looking at you like this? And so when you look at them, and therefore, suddenly, see, then I said, now what will I do with these people? What can I address them? So I said, let us play. So game is playing is common for everybody. Then only I can get everybody involved. Otherwise, when I talk on one theme, others are excluded. And that cannot be the right thing. I said, let us play. And then I said, okay, tell me, how many of you want happiness? Because this is how I was introduced. Here is the happy Swami. He will make you happy. So all the children were ready to be happy, to become happy rather. So I said, how many of you want happiness? Raise your hands. One hand per head. Don't use two hands. It will be too much happiness. One is enough. So almost all the children raised their hands down. I said, now who are those who don't want happiness? So two children, one class 6 boy and one class 10th or 12th girl. There is theirs. We don't want happiness. Said, good. Now two of you come here on the stage. They started shaking. Oh God, we have done some mistake. Swami is calling us before everybody. I said, please come. No, you can't go back. So the girl came and the boy came and sat. Like I am buried here. I was buried there also, but it was a wide grave. So one sat this side, one sat this side. And then I said, now our game continues. Who wants food? The one who is hungry, is it not? Yes, Swamiji. Very good. Now who wants water? The one who is thirsty, is it not? Yes, Swamiji. Who wants happiness? The one who is miserable, is it not? Yes, Swamiji. You are all miserable, is it not? Then I said, these two, they never wanted happiness because they are happy. The moment I said like this, immediately, oh, when you grandfather. See, friends, the search for happiness is the most miserable search in life. Don't search happiness. Let happiness express through every action of yours. See? When you walk happily and when you walk as a duty. So when you walk happily, you will never be tired. And when you walk as a duty, you will be tired. See? In a military training, the sergeant was teaching the new recruits. Left turn, right turn, about turn, left turn. So all the new recruits were doing that way. There was one intelligent one. He was simply standing. Why don't you do that when I am telling you? Sir, you are confused. Decide which turn is the last turn. See? So when we are doing anything as an expression of happiness, we will never be tired. Never leave a single moment. गम उठाने के लिए मैं तो जिए जाता हूँ. मरो, कोई जरूरत नहीं जीने की. We are here only for one purpose. That one purpose is we have to express happiness. And for expressing happiness, we have to discover happiness. Discover means what? It is there, but it is covered. घूंघट के पट खोल तो ही पिया मिलेंगे. What is that घूंघट? See? BMW. When I was in Middle East, some our Indian boy or girl, so a group of, the burqa clad ladies, they were crossing. The Swamiji, see the BMW is going. BMW. So they said, it is the black moving woman. I said, oh, I thought it is penguins. No, there is no P in that BMW. I said, okay. There was another girl. No, that is not the real meaning of BMW. Then, be my wife. BMW. See? Whenever you are happy, expression of your life are so different. See? One person asks, स्वामीजी किस चक्की का आटा खाते हो? See? हमने कहा बाटा भी नहीं पहनते, आटा भी नहीं खाते. It is very simple. And when you want to discover happiness, how will you discover? What is the covering which is hiding our blissful self? There is only one cover. And that one cover is the desire that we want this or we want that. Only practice this. you will discover the happiness. And that practice is, we want nothing. As the things are, they are perfect. See? And when we live under zero desire level, we are always happy. In our deep sleep experience, we have no desires. As a result, we are having a sound sleep. See? Now, you have to catch a flight in the morning at 7 o'clock from, which is this town? Melbourne? No, Sydney. From the Sydney airport. Morning 7 o'clock. You have to report 3 hours earlier. So 4 o'clock you have to go. Reach there. Therefore, your journey is 1 hour. So 3 o'clock you have to leave. Therefore, you will like to go to sleep early, finish your food, get up in the morning at 2:30, finish your bath, and then go to there. Right? Right. So you finish your food early, go to sleep. How many hours you really sleep? After every 10 minutes. One single thought, one single desire, that you have to wake up early in the morning and go to the airport, does not allow you a blissful experience. Is it not? Our life is a Himalaya of desire. And what is our desire? Our desire is others should listen to us. So the husband wants the wife should listen to me. The wife wants the husband should listen to me. See? Actually, marriage is a legal arrangement where you can disagree to live together. But constantly that only we want. People should listen to us. People should change according to our desire. See, friends, this is the secret of our happiness. One person in Bangalore asked me this question. You have been giving so many talks for so many years, but nobody changes around. Don't you feel bad that your talks are going waste? I said, why should I feel bad? Am I a fool? Those who are fools, they become miserable because of others. And those who are wise, they make others miserable. I am not a fool to become miserable. No, but you are talking so much, so many years on Gita and whatnot, but people don't change. They are the same useless stuff. You must be feeling bad. I said, no, I am not a fool. On the contrary, I pray every day to the Lord. Sarve bhavantu murkhina. Because I live on your ignorance. That is my diet. If you all become wise, where will I go? Like, the doctors survive on the diseases, ill health of the people. Therefore, every day any doctor goes to the God, his prayer is Sarve Bhavantu Roginaha, Sarve Santu Roginaha. Nothing else. See, friends, we are in this world only to express happiness. And when you are happily performing whatever you are doing, there itself the topic is over. What we do, we postpone our happiness. How we postpone our happiness? I am taking care of my children so much so that when they are grown up, they will take care of me in the old age. See? So what we have done? Now, while bringing up the children, we are not discovering happiness. We are postponing it. When we become old, and then they will take care of us. And this never happens. So what has happened? When the children were growing, that time we are not happy. In the old age, nobody is happy except me. See? Non-stop miserable. Friends, if we are, be very attentive, if we are expressing every action as an expression of happiness. Point number 1. Every action is conducted in the present. Point number 3. We all have to live only in the present. We have no option. So if in the present whatever we do is an expression of happiness, we will never be miserable in life. Very simple. So to be happy is to remain in the present. To become happy is to postpone happiness. Don't postpone. See? That is how the people get married. You know, this world is divided into 2 categories. Those who are happy and those who are married. But there may be a 3rd category. What is that? Happily married thereafter. See, friends. Therefore, to be happy is to remain in the present. To remain in the present, whatever we have to do in our life, let it be done cheerfully and happily. It is only for expressing the happiness that God has created man. See, very important. So if God has created man, why did he create? First he created the stones and bricks. In the inert world, there is only existence. He was not satisfied. No, I think I should improve upon this. Like, you prepare, people prepare, sambar, rasam and all that. You put everything in that and then take, no, I think a little pinch of salt is required. And then you put into a punch of salt. And then again, oh God, too salty. Then what? Anyway, it is rasam, add water. We want to improve, is it not? So the Lord first created the inert world, only existence. He was not satisfied. Then he thought, let me add something. And he added life. So from inanimate creation, he improved upon, and the creation also had animation or life. So the plant kingdom was created. And yet he was not happy. Only tree standing. No. So he started thinking, what should I do now? And again he created the animal kingdom. So, mineral kingdom has got only existence, plant kingdom has got existence plus life, animal kingdom has got existence, life and knowledge. And yet, the Lord was not happy. I don't know, what should I say, what should I create? And you can imagine what will be the worry of Brahmaji with 4 heads. So he was tired. With 4 hands he was holding his forehead. Brahmani came, what's wrong with you, dear? No, I have been creating the world and I am not satisfied. Shall I suggest you something? You teach me how to create. Brahmani said, look here, sir. Even a dead clock gives correct time twice a day. I am a living one. Okay, tell me, why don't you create someone like you, but with 1 head? With 4 head, I am tired. That's a good idea. And God created man in his image. So who will be the man means human beings. Otherwise will bounce on me. So who is the human being? Existence plus life plus knowledge plus happiness. Only to express the infinite happiness, God has created a counter called as human beings. Now we have got different counters, isn't it? I want to buy post stamps, go to counter number 7. I want to deposit money, go to counter number 5. In the same manner, for disbursement of happiness, God has created human being as a counter to disburse happiness. But the problem with us is, instead of remaining as a counter, we encounter with everyone. See, friends, the only purpose that God has created us to express happiness. Don't catch my throat and say, get married and show how to be happy. Don't justify that you are miserable. Here where we go wrong. We try to justify. Swamiji, under these conditions anybody can be miserable and that anybody is me. So when you justify your misery, you don't want to get out of it. See? When we justify our anger, then for us anger is more valuable than anything else in life. Never justify the wrong things. See? So when we take this as a vow, a very firm resolution, then we are following Bhagavan Krishna. See, the yoga described by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is different from the one which Patanjali has described in his Patanjali Yoga Darshan. There it is said, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So yoga is when your mind is absolutely thought-free. That is yoga. Bhagavan says, Bhagavan Krishna, why are you afraid of thoughts? See, this is another important thing. Please come to cognize. When we see by our eyes, it is not a problem. Do we go to the eye doctor? Doctor साहब, मुझे दिखता है. अच्छी बात है. It is not a problem. Similarly, we don't go to the ENT specialist and say that I hear. अच्छी बात है. If you don't hear, then there is a problem. In the same manner, if there are thoughts in the mind, it is not a problem. But when we are afraid of thoughts, then we sit for meditation and go on tight down. Don't disturb meditation in progress. And it is only for these people, for this purpose, they do the meditation by switching off the light. Otherwise, all the caricatures will be seen. To keep the eyes closed is very difficult. Therefore, they say we should keep the eyes half closed. So, half closed means what? How many eyes you have got? 2. One eye closed, one open. Friend, that is not meditation. See? Therefore, let only the definition of yoga given by Bhagavan Krishna be practiced. And what is the definition of yoga given by him? Tam vidya dukkha sanyogam viyogam yoga sanditam sanishchayena yoktavyaha yogaha anirvinna chetasa. When the miseries come in our life, we refuse to be miserable. And sa nishtena yoktavyaha. And this has to be practiced by firm resolution, firm commitment that I refuse to be miserable. See, today when I was doing my email in Subhash's house, I received one email from one girl, Radhika. I don't know whether she's a girl or an auntie, I don't know. And I had never seen her. And I don't know where is she, because in the cyberspace people meet. Who has come from where? Somebody comes from Yahoo, somebody comes from hot place. You don't know who is from where. So she wrote, Swamiji, while writing this email, I am emotionally choked. I don't know how to thank you. My eyes are constantly watering, not out of misery, but out of great joy that you are replying my emails, and I want to tell you that I have been following and listening you online, and it has changed my complete life. Now I promise you, I never ask her. I don't know also who is she. I never seen her. I promise you, I will never complain. I will never be miserable. And I will remain absolutely happy. And this is my offering to you, Swamiji. See, we make a mess of our life. Life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. You boil it too much, it becomes bitter. You add too much of sugar, it becomes a syrup. See? You add too much of milk in that, it becomes a Gujarati tea. See, friends. Therefore, it is exclusively at our disposal. And what is that? Arrival of miseries in our life can be attributed to anybody. When there is nobody available, God is always there. दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बनाई? तुमको परेशान करने के लिए. So simple. See, we can attribute the causes of misery to so many factors, but we are all miserable by our own choice. See, this is the meaning of yoga. Tamidya dukkha sayoga viyogam. When the miseries come in life, refuse to identify with the miseries. See? And further, what is the spiritual practice? Pranayam, giving charity, running around the God, otherwise he will run away. See? Taking cold water bath in the winter. That is all not wanted. What is wanted is only one thing. Take a firm resolution to yourself. From this moment, I refuse to be miserable. May what happen. Then if everybody becomes happy, what will happen to misery? You make others miserable, you don't become miserable. See, there was one American lady, she met me in Washington. There was a retreat. And they wanted to speak individually. I said, look here, inside the room I will not talk to anybody. I am afraid of Americans. So we will be walking in the garden, and in that, Mahachakra, you talk and I will explain it there. So we were walking. This lady, she said, Swamiji, I wanted to call you at my home, but my house is in a mess. I said, thank God you didn't call me to clean it. Then she said that, my husband just left me. My two daughters, they are going in school. One is in 10th, other is in 12th. I am just like that. Last 2 years I am depressed, frustrated. What should I do? I said, how is he? He is enjoying. I said, if I were in his place, I would have also done the same thing. Now, the divorce has happened between you and your husband, is it not? Out of the two, one person is happy, other is miserable. Now, what is the reason? The reason is, you have accepted that you are rejected by him. And he has taken a position that I have rejected her. Change your position. This is in your mind. See, you said to yourself, you don't have to tell the whole world, that I have kicked him out of my house. And you quit, rather than somebody pushing you out. See, sa nishchayena yoktavyaha. Our attitude towards life has to undergo complete metamorphosis. Otherwise, whole life we remain. Instead of that, I like the Westerners very nicely. When I went to Germany, I was introduced. Swamiji, he is my ex-husband. And ex-husband was like a kettle on a table. But now he is my present husband. So he gave me a cup of tea from the kettle. So look here. Life is what we make ourselves. Nobody is responsible for that. And for that one simple formula, I am not telling you any Mahamantra. You know why the Mahatmas give Mahamantra? Because the mantra has got a Shakti that you are protected. That is why the Mahatmas give mantra. How? The Mahatmas remain protected from the devotees by the Shakti of the mantra. When some Maharaji, I am very miserable. Acha beta, I will give you Mahamantra, you will be all right. Now what is the mantra? Mantra is, this is from Kali Santarno Upanishad. Now that lady doesn't know anything. That is Kali Santarno Upanishad. And then she is told, don't tell anybody. Mantra should not be told to anybody. It is only for you. And there is nothing new. What is that mantra? Now don't argue and simply listen and then chant after me. I will chant only once, then I will tell you what you have to do. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But Swamiji, chup. Don't ask any question. Now you have to chant this mantra 36 malas per day. So take the mala in the hand. So they start. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. 1. Again, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Again, 2. Then the speed increases. Hare Ram, Ram. And one genius. You know, idiots are more genius. One genius, he told me this. Swamiji, I do 25 malas per day of this mantra. How do you do this? You must be spending a whole day. No, it takes 5 minutes. I said, do you click in the laptop or what? No, it is very simple. Why? What is the difficulty? I said, you tell me how do you do the mantra? He took the mala in his hand like this. And he started, Hare Ram, 25 times. Like a zip. So when this mantra is given to that lady that you have to do 25 times per day, next time you visit, that lady will never come to you. Because the moment she comes, Beta, jab kaisa chal raha hai? So yad gatvaha nanivartante tadhama paramam mama. That is why it is said that the God's name protects the Mahatmas from the devotees. I am not giving you any mantra. This simple thing, friends, remain cheerful and happy. Don't ask a question how to be happy. You know, our problem is like this thing. Should we jump into the water without knowing the swimming? No, of course, we should not. Can we learn swimming without jumping into the water? Not at all. Then what should we do? Prepare notes. By preparing notes, you can never learn swimming. Then what you have to do? Although you don't know, yet you jump. Then what will happen? The water never keeps the dirt inside. It is thrown out. See, friends, this is how we have to start. You have to be very firmly rooted in this conviction that all the spiritual practice is only remaining happy. See? Whether you are happy by chanting the Lord's name or you are happy by listening to the beautiful old Hindi songs. See? Yesterday when we went to Newcastle, 1.5 hour, all the old hits, and we 3 wise people were in the car, and all the 3 wise were free from the shackles. I am always free from all shackles. The person who was driving me, he said, Swamiji, today I am so happy, I can sing to my throat. Hey, people love to their heart, I can sing to my throat. If my wife is around, she will start scolding me, Mat gao, tumhara awaaz theek nahi hai. How does it matter? As long as I am happily singing. If you don't want to hear, go to anywhere you like. See, friends, it doesn't matter how you are happy. What matters is you are happy or not. Such miserable people, when he told me, he's my close friend, he told me, whenever a miserable fellow comes, you know the most miserable God in the world is Bhagwan Ram. Bhagwan Krishna is not. Because he never listens. You go on talking, he's busy. Kya kaha? Never mind. See? And Bhagwan Ram, a simpleton. That's why you get a family portrait of Rama. Can you have a family portrait of Bhagwan Krishna? Impossible. Even if you zip all of them, 16,108, they can't come in one photograph. Therefore, there is never a photograph of Krishna with the whole lot. Poor Rama, he suffers. Everybody, Ram Naam, Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Rama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Hey Varanane, hey Devi, hey Uma. Of all the 1,000 names of Vishnu, the best one is the Rama. Therefore, you should keep on chanting Rama. Everybody is eating that Rama's head. Ram, 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 Ram. He doesn't have one moment's peace. What do you want? Ram, 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 Ram. But what do you want, my darling? But where is he listening? He is busy, mechanically, default. Ram, 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 Ram. And when he gets disgusted, he leaves Hanumanji. Hanumanji, laga. What is important is you are happy. And when you are happy, you are a creative force. You are not a destructive one. See? Can somebody say, I am so happy, I want to kill you, dumb? Come on. It is not possible. And when we remain happy, in spite of the world, then we are a real genius. See? If you are happy because your wife is good, what is your contribution? If you are happy in spite of your wife, then you are a real genius husband. See? Discover this inherent happiness in you. And the technique is very simple. Whatever we have to do, when we eat happily. Taste everything that is prepared nicely. This I learned from my friend. Many years before, somewhere, maybe when I must have been very small, he was also there, small child. He happened to see me and then he recognized me. He said, you are such and such. Remember, we were together. I said, yes, it looks like that. He said, come to my house for food. I went. And he told his wife everything. You know, we are small children together. We used to play gilli danda and all kinds of things. Now he has become a Swami and I have become a husband. From the sublime to the ridiculous. So, she prepared food. Very nice food. And we were talking all the childhood pranks that we had, and I was eating, and never I had ever been able to praise the food. Because how can you speak lies being a Swami? Isn't it? You can't praise the food because it has to be good. When you have to say good, then it is lies. So I forgot, and then he said, my wife has never prepared such a good food in her whole life. We are married for 25 years. And you have not even thanked her for good food. That day I realized my mistake. Therefore now before eating I say food is good. Otherwise you have to tell the lies. So when in one place we were sitting for food, me and my friend and the wife was serving. Rasam, sambar, then rava dosha and vada and beautiful things. I said, Mama, there is less salt in the sambar, give me some sambar. She gave. And she said, Swamiji, for the first time you have come to our house and you asked because the salt is less. My husband never asked me anything. Whether there is less salt or more salt or anything, he just eats like that. I said, I am not a buffalo. Buffalo, you get anything. Can you imagine a buffalo asking, there are good leh, na? See, take interest in everything in your life. See? Life becomes cheerful. See? And when we are able to take interest in small little things and we are happy over silly issues, nobody can make us miserable. See the kids. They are so happy on small little things. And for us, even if somebody takes a screwdriver and puts in our armpit, even then we will not be happy. Why? It is a prestige issue. How to laugh? To be miserable is okay. It is natural. See, friends. Therefore, to be happy is to allow the inherent happiness to surface. And for that, very simple technique I will tell you. First technique number 1. Always address everyone cheerfully and happily and in a respectful manner. When you respect, revere anybody, you experience happiness. See, we go to the temple, our house temple. And in that house, all the gods we have purchased. How we have purchased? We go to Jaipur. I want to buy Krishna. Oh, Jaipur is very good. We go to. Once I went to Jaipur, and when I was going through that Murti Gali, one shopkeeper came. Are Maharaji, I knew you are going to come today. Please come. So I went in this. Why should I say no? I went inside. And he showed me, see, this is the Krishna, specially made. And you know, last night when I slept, I had a dream. The same Krishna came and told me that such and such Mahatma will come, give it to him. I am meant for him. I said, very good, give it, then I will take it. For you, it is only 51,000 rupees. That means not free. I said, this is too much. No, Maharaj, for you, I have already reduced 51,000. I said, I will give you 51 rupees. 51,000? 51. No. I said, he came in my dream also. And he told me that this person will ask you 51,000, don't pay over 51. So we go to that market and purchase the god with bargain. See? After a great bargain, we bring him at home and put there. And there, Krishna, I have purchased one lottery ticket. Kindly get me $1 million. Bhagwan will say, Mera to bhaav kiya. You bargained me. With that bargained one, you want to get benefit. It's not going to come. See? So when we are in front of the idol of the Lord, we have got all respect and reverence, and therefore a devotee of the Lord experiences happiness when he is in the proximity of the God. It is not because of God. It is because of the reverence that the devotee has. Because of that reverence, he experiences happiness. See? The God remains the same. Another person who doesn't have respect and reverence for the God, he goes with a camera. See? I wrote one email today, subject, camera kya tera? See? So, he goes with a camera and he is taking the picture. Do you think he enjoys? No, he can never experience happiness. Because happiness is possible only when our heart is full of respect and reverence. See? Love, happiness for something higher is called as respect and reverence. See, friends. So to be happy, what is the spiritual practice? Respect and revere everyone in this world. Just think of somebody whom you hate. That person whom you hate, he is enjoying. And you are suffering because of the hatred in your heart. See? Suppose you don't like somebody. Suppose this lady doesn't like me. This is just an example, maybe true. Suppose she doesn't like me. I don't know, she doesn't like me. And I'll come, Amma, how are you? How are you? No, Swamiji, I'm so externally it is a plastic smile, and internally it is only the pus and frustration. I don't know why he has to come in the morning. So when we hate somebody, the one who is hated, he is at peace. The one who is hating, he suffers in the same manner. When we respect and revere somebody, that somebody is not benefited. It is the one who gives respect and reverence, he is benefited. And what is the benefit? The benefit is you experience happiness. See? Because when we respect and revere somebody, we have erased, deleted temporarily our strong I and the ego. See, friends, it's very easy. This is one technique to be happy. Respect and revere everyone in this world. Now the second technique is, when somebody asks you a question, how are you? Don't tell the truth. See, there is one lady in Melbourne. I call her Sweet Amma. She is born sweet. Because with birth she has got diabetes. So I call her born sweet. And she is so cheerful and happy. She was telling, Swamiji, first time when I went to USA, I didn't know anything. And she is from Bombay girl. So she said, I didn't know much. When I went there, you put the coins for, for the toll. Or they say, hi, how are you? So I used to stop the car and start talking. I am from here. And he doesn't want to do it. But I have not completed. Let me complete. See? So when somebody asks you, how are you? Fire! I am on the top of the world. Don't tell, actually, subah utha tha na, pair mosh mein. Who wants to know? Because they have done a mistake, don't torture them. Then what is to be done? Go on straight away firing by default. How are you? I am on the top of the world. Repeat it 100 times. It will happen. See? There was one lady, she came to meet me in Bombay, in my place. I was enjoying my cup of tea. When I take cup of tea, that time I am in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But some Vikalpa always come. And one Vikalpa came. And Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, I was waiting for my death. No, don't say like that. No, now you have come. Swamiji, I am very miserable. I said, shut up, miserable. And I immediately became furious and told her, now repeat what I said. You are spoiling my tea. She never knew that I will shout at her like this. And I started, now repeat whatever I say, don't argue. Say, I am on the top of the world. So Amiji said, shut up, you say what I say. I am on the top of the world. Continue for 108 times. She started, I am on the top of the world, 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 I am on the top of the world. And when her tone and mood changed after 15-20 times, I said, Mama, stop now. Now tell me sincerely, are you really miserable? No, not like that. Those who are miserable, they are seeking attention from the world. Why do you seek attention? Be happy yourself. See? When you move in this world, dress for yourself, not what people will say. Who cares? You be happy. See? In this manner, when we are teaching ourselves, educating ourselves, then we are happy. We don't have to become happy. See the difference in life. In this manner, we have to stop becoming happy through action. But let every action be an expression of happiness. We have to stop becoming happy by talking goody-goody things, but express every word as an expression of happiness. We don't have to become happy by thinking goody-goody, but think happily. It will be a creative strength. In short, let our inherent happiness surface in all expressions of life, be it action, be it a speech, be it a thought. In this manner, it is very simple to be happy and very difficult to be miserable. Why not do simple things? Why struggle for difficult things? In this manner, be happy and fulfill your life. In Bhagavad Gita, toward the end, Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells distinctly and clearly, Brahma Bhutaha Prasannatma Na Shochati Na Kankshati Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. Prasannatma, ever happy. That is the ultimate in life. And this is possible if we have resolved. Nobody will be able to make us happy. We have to be happy ourselves. You cannot make others happy. Don't try to make anybody happy. You will become miserable. They have got all the freedom to be miserable. They are the citizens of the democratic world. If somebody is miserable, tathastu. Don't try to make anybody happy. You will become miserable. See? In this manner, stop becoming happy and discover being happy is easier. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.